And we are live. What is going on with everybody? It's your boy Eric, aka Young God, coming to you live in the Orange Dungeon, giving it to you real raw rugged. And I got somebody on the other line with the Lilo and Stitch shirt on, and I'm gonna let her introduce herself. Who do we have on the line today?
What's good? What's good, everybody? It's your girl, Aryana Starr. Celebrating the B Day today.
Happy birthday! She says she's turning 25 today.
Did
Um,
not. I wish. Yeah.
but not you. This is an interview that I've been waiting for. I've been anticipating it. I've had a lot of people ask me for it. So
Okay.
yeah, I had a lot of people, got a lot of just nasty pervert niggas that follow me, and they were just like, "Hey man, you gotta get Aryana Starr, man. You know she was on Bebe Kids. Like, you know she was on Bebe." I done heard that about 55,000 times for the interview. You know she was on Bebe Kids, right? Like, I get it. She was on Bebe Kids. I've seen the movie.
All right.
So
Right.
I've heard that like 5 to 7 times. You probably heard that about 55 million times. Are you like tired of that?
Now I have. I will never be tired of that because that was an accomplishment. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying? I'm gonna rep that till the day I die, man. Not too many people have that, behind their name. So yeah, bring it.
Now, I think you have a very unique distinction from most people that were porn stars or that are porn stars, is that you are in, how can I say it? You are ingrained in black people's like childhood in two different type of ways. Like you could be ingrained in their childhood from the Bebe Kids. You were on a different world, right, or something like that.
Yes,
Um, you were doing your thing, so you could have been ingrained in their childhood that way, or you could have been ingrained in their childhood with the Jergens lotion going crazy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on. So I think, hey, is there anybody that can say that, or is that just you?
I,
I think it's just you.
well, I wasn't thinking of it like that, but I embrace it. I mean, it's definitely weird when someone be like, "Yo, I was drinking onto you when I was a teenager." Like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just weird. So yeah.
So you're like a Black History legend, basically, at that point. Like you know how they like, you know how they be like Black History facts. This is the first ever person, like you're the first ever person to star in a movie and an adult movie. Like you out here, man. You doing your thing, man.
Oh man, I appreciate it. Thank
So
you.
as a child, were you always like, were you like the, I don't know, like the life of the party? You just have all the energy, or like what? Because I feel like people that are like that usually get into acting as a child, as a kid.
I don't know about, well, maybe I could have been the life of the party. I know I was like a class clown, you know what I'm saying, growing up, and I always kind of like got in trouble. So my mom was like, okay, let's get you into something to get all that energy about you. So she put me into everything, like dancing, plays, acting. Like, at the time I was living in Los Angeles, so then everything was accessible to you. So you know, I appreciate it more now. I have a lifetime SAG card if I wanted to get back into acting. So, yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, you did your thing in Baby Kids. That was a classic movie. I think everybody would say. And also, I think something that's interesting. You're from New York, right?
Well, no. Originally, I was born in Jamaica.
Okay.
Left there when I was 2, and then moved to Los Angeles. My dad's job was out there, so was my mom. And then I went to New York when I was like 20,
Hmm.
like 19, 20, and I'm 40. So, you know what I'm saying? That tells you a lot. So, that's all I know.
Well, I
I don't
I didn't know you were Jamaican, and that's why I was a little scared to do this interview because I'm a little scared of Jamaican women. I don't do that face. Y'all are definitely crazy. I've definitely dealt with enough island women to know that Jamaican women are a little bit different than the rest of
I mean,
humanity.
that's just in the blood. I don't know, crazy is a word, but we definitely stand true in what we believe, and as women, we just are sure about ourselves and sure about the men that we want to have in our life. We stand up for ourselves. So hey, it is what it is. For being women, Period. It's just special.
Women are special, and I love Jamaican women. You guys are special. You guys are like when you guys get mad, it's like whew, it's nothing like it, man. I've seen Jamaican women get mad, and they say just all type of crazy stuff, like stuff that I
Yeah.
didn't know what it meant, but now I do know. Like, oh, you bate boy, you bate boy. And before I knew what that was, I was like, I don't know, am I a bossy boy? I don't know what the fuck that means. And then I was like, oh, that's what it means. No, I'm not a goddamn bate boy. So yeah, man, y'all are interesting, man. But I love Jamaican culture. I love Jamaican food. I love Jamaican people. I love the music. I feel like Jamaican culture is like some of the most like rawest of black culture, from what I've seen at least. So you growing up in it, like, what are things about Jamaican culture that you really just like
Well, I
still hold
didn't
to this day? Oh, you
grow
didn't grow
up
up
in
in
it.
it.
I
Okay.
didn't grow up in it. That's what I said. I left when I was 2. So it's a lot of things that circle around my family and just leaving. And I'm quite sure it's a little bit more deeper than what I know.
Mm.
But mom and dad just left everything and just came straight to California. So that's all I know. I know my southern side of my family. I know my west coast side of my family. And that's all I know. Like I just started coming into, not just started, but I've been started to understand Jamaican culture and what it means and the respect and to know like when you finally figure out like, oh, that's me. That's the reason why I act like that. That's the reason why. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? That that's the realization I came to. So
Wow. So it's stuff that you do that you don't even know why you do it, but later you find out it's because of like Jamaican roots, right?
yeah.
That's crazy. Can I? I'm like, I'm not even joking when I say this. Like, right before you emailed me, I was doing an essay for my psychology class, and it was
Yeah.
about that. So I'm gonna quote you. So I'm gonna let you know that I'm gonna have
Okay.
Aryana Starr on my thing or whatnot. So interesting because I'm basically writing about how we get older and we do stuff, but we don't know why we do it, and then we find out later, like, oh, we do that because I seen this when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
it's always interesting. Is there like, can you give me an example of something that you found out that you do or you say, and it's like, oh, that comes back from when I was younger and you didn't even know it?
Well, instantly first thing the music.
Mm.
You know, um, of course everybody is going to listen to reggae or reggaeton, and just instantly start moving. But with me, like I can sit up there, I can listen to it all day. I can sit there, I can actually understand. When people were talking to me in patois or just speaking to me in general, like I start picking up. I'm like, wait a minute, because they didn't really speak it to me around as a child. But now to be able to sit there and then periodically at that time I have my grandmother that's back there and she would talk to me and get pissed off, and my mom and dad be like, wait. So she started teaching me slowly but surely what to cook, the food to eat, how to carry myself. You learn little tidbits like that. And then when I actually went to Jamaica and seen it and seen the culture and where people my family come from and everyone just sees this beautiful, which it is, parts of it that's very beautiful, but there's other parts that's real.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? You got 4 or 5 year olds that's sitting up there hustling who will shoot you dead in your face like it's nothing. So that hardship, I guess I was blessed to not come up in that part, but to be able to understand it, to understand being humble and just understand the vibrations and the how, like I said, how I am, the culture, the food, the music, the attitude, and the reason why I would pop off for no reason. It just all made sense.
And it's interesting because like you say you pop out for no reason. Another reason I was scared to do this interview is because like I do my research and maybe I'm tripping, but is there a reputation that you're like a rude person? You've been nothing but nice to me. Just want to let that be known, dude.
I would say half and half.
Okay.
Half and half of me being known as a new person. Because at the end of the day, I think people will take your niceness for weakness, and people have a tendency to say some wild shit to me sometimes. So, yeah, they will consider it as being rude,
Mm.
but I don't consider it as being rude. I consider it being real. Because you're just not going to say anything to me. Like, I will respect people and I'm nice. But just like that, something you can say is, you know what I'm saying, stupid, and then that'll make me go off. So You know.
Look, I just want to let you know, I don't want no smoke with you.
I'm not gonna do
I don't want you to pull up a goddamn machete out your titty and try to slice me with it. I don't want no smoke, man. But
that.
okay, so we're talking about you growing up, but then later in life you transition into doing a little bit of mattress acting, I guess some would call it.
Actress
And
acting.
I've heard that you were really good at your job. I've never seen any films, so I can't really speak.
What? You've never seen it?
No, I don't watch porn. I don't watch porn
What?
like that. No.
Everybody watches porn.
That's not me. Speak for yourself. Not everybody hate me. Everybody hate me. Well,
Uh,
okay. I've seen a couple of your scenes for research purposes only for this interview, of course, only for strictly research purposes. And I can confirm that you seem really talented at what you did. So in your time of being in the industry, did you have fun? Did you not like it? Did you love it? How did you feel about it?
you know what? I'm gonna be so like straightforward. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed the experience.
Hmm.
I don't regret anything, meeting the people I did, even enjoying the activity. But at that time, in my life, I had shut off my emotions. So it was very easy for me to be able women, once they end up knowing, let's say for instance, if a man has good dick, he knows what he can do, what he get away with, how he can shut people the fuck up, and what this girl end up doing. So I discovered that at an early age,
Hmm.
you know, and then realizing how men responded to me sexually, I was like, oh wait a minute. So it's like, oh, pussy is power. Oh, word? This is what I can do. This is what I. So I sit up here and incorporate that into a business. Like at the end of the day, the love shit wasn't working out. So why the fuck not? And get paid to do something that I like doing. I watched the porno because I do like watching porn. And the porn I seen, it was some girl that was mad fake. Like you knew shit was fake. I'm like, wait a minute, I can fake being way better than that. So that's what I end up doing. Not every single scene I enjoyed myself. It's called acting. You know what I'm saying? The same way how a woman can pretend like she has an orgasm. I mean,
Yeah.
it's called acting, and most men get off on it. The only true men who would know that is someone who is really in tune with the woman's body
Mm.
and knows. But everybody don't have that specialty. So
Well, with all that said, what I took from that is that you got some good coochie. That's what I took from that.
yeah,
That whole eulogy you just said is that you got
yeah,
good coochie.
uh,
So is that would that be factual for me to say that?
yeah. I'm gonna stay to that.
Was there an instance there where you realized that, like, oh, I got some yum bon appetit coochie?
Well, I mean, if you have the men that you've been with who tell you that men is not gonna lie in that sense in the moment, and you see their facial expressions, that's when I kind of knew that. And then besides, when niggas started getting psychotic on me afterwards. So yeah.
That's always a weird one. I've seen so many niggas go crazy over girls, and it's the coochie, man. That's
It's
crazy,
the
man.
Gucci. Like, where the fuck you going? It's been 5 minutes. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. That's nothing but Gucci. That's all.
That is that's crazy. That's some super crazy stuff right there, man. Yeah, I never want to get to that point. I don't never want to coochie that good, man. I'm goddamn in the back of Red Lobster spying on that shit with some binoculars. I don't never want to come to
How
that,
would
man.
you know until you in it? You know what I'm saying?
Sheesh, man. Have you ever had some good little meat to the point where you were going crazy?
Of course, of course. I became super duper crazy. Oh
Mm.
yeah. Oh yeah. That was a time period in my life when, I was crazy. But not slowed down my crazy. So, you know.
Well, something else that's like I find really interesting asking porn stars is this question right here, and it's always I thought it was always gonna be one answer, but I've got so many different answers, so I'm very intrigued to see your answer to this.
Okay.
Do you love sex?
Now or did or
Both. Answer for both.
um I did then. Now it depends on the person.
Mm.
Because then, you don't care about intimacy. You know what I'm saying? That's not on your brain. But now I'm at an age to where I want intimacy, so now it matters to me. You know, so but I think most people are intimidated by me, so I haven't really had any good sex in a while. Shit.
Why? It's your birthday. Are you getting some?
No.
You're not.
I mean, uh, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
You gotta step outside the hotel and just yell, "I was on Bebe Kids." Everybody gonna come and fuck you.
I'm not gonna get just any, you know what I'm saying, like anything. But at the end of the day, no, not today. Now, I mean, when I get to New York in a few days, then definitely I'll make up for it. But
But not today.
nah, not today.
Alright, man. Well, hey, I'm gonna have to come to Chicago and you know what I'm saying, bless you for your birthday.
Oh
I'm
my
just,
god.
I'm just, you see how tired I am. I'm definitely not gonna come to damn Chicago. Like, I'm way in Florida. I got no energy to do with that. Man. Your ass got me going crazy and shit, man. So but no, something. See, like I said, I found out a lot of things when I get to researching people, and something that I found out, and I like to think of myself as a very open-minded person. I feel like a lot of people say they're open-minded, but they're not open-minded at all. Would you say you're an open-minded person or no?
I'm very open minded.
So I feel like a lot of people say they're open-minded. So I have a thought, but maybe you can just blow my mind and change my perception on this whole thing. So
Okay.
I found out that you, I think a couple or one, I'm not really for sure, but I know you shot with GhettoGaggers or something like that, right? So
Uh,
I have an opinion on GhettoGaggers. But before I say that opinion, I want you to tell me just that whole thing, if you don't mind, just like everything going around. You even finding out that you're about to shoot with them. How was it and everything like that.
uh, now Ghetto Gaggers is based in New Jersey. I don't know if a lot of people know that.
Hmm.
And I think also what people don't realize is they think, the black women on there getting degrading, when actuality the people who are funding it or, watching it are black men, which is crazy to me.
Mm.
So it makes no sense, when it comes to that. But when I seen it, I mean, I second guessed it a couple times. Um, but when I had got into porn for the 4 years I did it, I wanted to leave an impact. So one of my mentors was basically telling me that do everything that's nasty, just like the white girls that's in porn, because they don't see too many sisters doing that in porno. And you know what I'm saying? Just go for it. Just do it what you will and won't do. So that's the mindset that let me just do the nastiest shit. That's how the people, the big names, you're not getting no young girls doing no shit like that. They're not doing that. So in order for you to get a name, you have to do some shit. So I was like, okay, I did it. And then when I met the men that was there, they're actually really nice off camera.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So every time we would cut, it was, hey, are you okay? You need anything? Blah, blah, blah. Before you sign any paperwork, you mark off what you do or don't want them to do to you. You know what I'm saying? So what you see is what a girl was allowing for them to do. So,
Alright, well, my views on GhettoGaggers. First
oh,
off, I'm gonna need some research and some statistics. You talking about niggas be watching? I ain't never heard no
no, it
nigga
is.
be. I,
It is.
me
I
being a
seen
black
it.
man,
I
you seen
seen
it?
I seen the statistics from the owner because I had got on him once before for something else that had something to do with a money issue or whatever. But he took me into his office, like, let me show you something. He showed me the people who buy on the website and the pictures that come up. These were majority of black men. Statistically, it was up in the 80% of black men who watch it. And he told me, he was like, I know you may not want to hear this, but there are some black men who don't like black women and want to see a black woman degraded. Now we can take it all the way back. That brings it back to slavery
Yeah.
times. We didn't come here, you know what I'm saying, because a white man decided to bring us like that. It had to take someone black to get us on the boat, to tell us some dumb shit for us to believe it, and then they took advantage of us. Same thing. So, yeah, statistically, Black men is watching that shit more than the white boys. The white boys, believe it or not, are the ones who's like, I want to treat you like the beautiful black queen that you are. Sad, but true.
Hey man, with all that said, I ain't believing that shit, man. I ain't believing none of that shit.
I'm trying to tell you that. I'm trying to
I
tell you.
believe that. I believe everything you told me in the sense of like he brought you in the back, he showed you them success. I believe that happened, but and I also believe that there are some brothers out there that do not like y'all. They don't like black women. They have like a
Yeah,
just self hatred for their mama, so they don't like
yeah,
no black women or whatnot. So I
yeah.
believe it is black dudes out there that be like, oh, it's a black girl getting degraded. Let me watch that. But it is so hard for me to fathom that there would be more black men wanting to watch that because I would imagine that. Okay, so how about this? I hear a lot of people say that they watch. Let's say black people watch ebony porn. They watch ebony porn because they can see, like, they see a black person, they see black people, they see them, like, they see the dude being black. So it's like, oh, I can. It's like subconsciously that's me in that porn scene. So I would imagine people watch porn because that's me. So I would imagine more white people to watch GhettoGaggers because white dudes like, oh, that guy who's smashing her is me. You see what I'm
No,
saying?
no. Throw out everything that you think or believe when it comes to the porn industry. It is not what you think. Trust and believe that. You will be very, very surprised. Some of the white boys actually like some of that nasty, sadistic shit that has something to do with, hey, I want a black man to do this to me. I want to
Yeah,
watch you fuck a black man. That's what the white boys, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying, doing. Black men, is on something totally different. They want to watch them as if that black man is fucking that white girl. That's what they watch. In them companies, the highest rated is interracial porn with
Mm.
black men and white girls, and not the other way around.
Hey, I just want to take a little quick intermission. I'm glad we have this conversation because I low key thought you was gonna snap on me because I seen you snap on some nigga on YouTube. He was breathing hard and that you was just going in on that nigga. You know what I'm talking about?
No, probably had a reason to. You got
It was this. He said something. I think he made a video about you, like where's Aryana Starr or something like that, and you said what he said in the video was false, and you just got this snapping on that nigga. You probably forgot about this, but yeah, you
or
snapped on this nigga.
YouTube.
This is a YouTube thing, yeah.
Yeah, I did. Because he was videotaping me without my knowledge.
Oh, huh? Nah, I don't
Yeah.
think we're talking about the same video.
You said YouTube, right?
You might have snapped on two YouTube niggas. I ain't see that video. Hold on. What happened? What you
I
talking
don't
about?
really know. That's not one nigga that I sit up here and snapped on. That was on YouTube, where he said, "Here's Aryana Starr." He had me. He videotaped me. If I said something in the beginning the first time, then I was cool with that. But he ended up videotaping me when we was having sex, and I didn't know about it. That's what I'm saying. It's the
Oh.
same dude. So yeah, I snapped on it. So you gotta understand the reason of why I snap on people.
I think that's a different story. That's crazy. I didn't know about that. I think it's a different nigga we talk about. That's crazy.
I don't know.
I
It's too many YouTube videos I got.
I'll show you the other nigga later. But yeah, that's crazy stuff, man. Like I said, I don't know why. This is why I'm glad. That's why I interviewed you because you go in with a perception of somebody. I'm thinking
Yeah.
you finna be just a dickhead to me. You're the nicest person ever. So I just want to thank you for
Thank,
that. First off, you know what I'm saying,
thank
just for being a nice person. Because I feel like there are a lot of people that get in porn because they kind of have like they're kind of a little off a little bit, and I feel like I've interviewed a lot of porn stars, and I could tell they're not like all the way there. Either they have like a no, I'm not trying to be funny. Like they got like a either deep. See you laugh. I'm trying to be serious. I'm trying to be serious. You laughing?
Damn.
You literally you worked in the industry. I know you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but some of them shit, half of that shit is in drugs take the place.
That too. That's a major thing. I'm talking
Yeah.
about. I tell this story all the time. The first time I went to LA, I heard a porn star just casually say, I said, "What you finna do?" She said, "Yeah, I'm finna probably go home, watch some Netflix, drink some Sprite, do some Coke, take a shower." I was like, "Oh, hold on now, you like, you about to do some what, bitch?" So yeah, it's
Bypass that shit, right? Yeah. You'd be surprised what I've seen. So yeah.
crazy stuff. So yeah, what do you have planned for your birthday though?
Um, honestly, got a dinner reservation for myself.
Wow.
And I'm gonna go into a lounge, listening to some music, having a drink
Do you,
by myself.
do you have a lot of friends?
Yeah, not here.
Oh, you're not home.
Yeah, I'm in Chicago. I'm not in New York. I'm not out there. I probably would have been out, but I'm just here. Just you know what I'm saying?
So you make
That's
yourself
my
seem lonely. You was like, I ain't getting no meat. I'm gonna be by myself. I thought you was lonely or something. But in New York, you good though.
in New York. I'm good. Yeah.
Are you a person that like? Do you prefer having a lot of friends or being a little bit like more intimate, close circles, or you like the big
I
circles of
don't like
people?
a lot of
You
friends.
don't like a
I
lot of
like
friends.
nah, because that's not good for me in the sense because like friends is a loose word. Like my college friends, you know what I'm saying? I built a friendship with them just on a sitting up here spending almost 3 years with them. It's a whole different ball game. They know me on a whole different level. You know what I'm saying? But now if it's not within that circle or people that's probably known me for like 20 years, I don't let new people in. I don't fuck with people like that. Everybody always have an agenda. I found that out in the porn business. You know what I'm saying? So I just stay to myself for the most part.
Do you think you found out more good stuff in life or bad life lessons in the porn industry?
I would say both because out of the good, I mean, out of the bad, it turned into something that was good. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it made me even more aware of certain things. It made me, say for instance, more safe sexually. You know what I'm saying? It just made me be on point about a lot. Made me business smart. So yeah, good and bad.
Well, hey man. Oh, also this because I'm gonna have to interview him because you were talking very interesting things. Who owned Ghetto Gaggers?
I forgot his name. He's a little short, fat white boy. He goes by something stupid. And yeah, we don't even get along to this day, but I really forgot his name. You know, that shit's been like 8, 9 years ago. 10 years ago, like, to be exact.
Well, hey, what are you doing now for the people that haven't seen you since 2000, whenever you retire? Where can they find you? Like, what are you doing now these days?
Well, they can't find me anyway. But well, actually, yeah, not take that back. I actually have an OnlyFans account just for my diehards. You know, in the course of some of them are disappointed because I'm not on there doing hardcore scenes. It's solo shit. You know what I'm saying? So one man is not gonna. Some men don't always want to watch a girl just getting her brains fucked. You know what I'm saying? All the time. So it's a lot of solo shit. It's intimate. So that's what I make it. They can find me, you know, my OnlyFans, Aryana Starr 1. In my day job, you can't find me because those people don't know nothing about me. I just help women in sex trafficking. You know what I'm saying? Get up out of that business dealing with pimps who's taking 12, 13-year-olds trying to put them in this business. So at the end of the day, I don't hate on nobody trying to be in the sex industry. I just want you to be smart about it. So that's what I'm at.
Alright. Well, anything else that we missed out on? Any final words you have before we get out of here? I don't want to keep you too long on your birthday.
No, no, no. Just for all of my ladies who do want to get into the porn industry, honestly, I would say it's better for you to be independent and do it for yourself. Don't get with a company because especially if you're an ethnic woman, they're not gonna treat you right.
Mm.
Now, if you're a white girl, you want to get in, go get that money, honey. I ain't gonna stop you. You know what I'm saying? But do you, if you black woman, do your own shit. You'll make more money doing your own website. Trust the billion. So
Well, hey, you have a good personality. I don't know if anybody's ever told you that, but you probably should look into doing more things, like talking wise, you know?
I was thinking about that. I was thinking about because I'm still thinking about getting my master's and becoming like a sexologist or sex therapist. So I'm very open when it comes to sex, and most people can't deal with that. So I was thinking about it. I just don't know how I'm gonna go about it yet. I don't know if I'm gonna write my books on the different sexual experiences I've had. But I think one person already did that. I don't want to expose nobody. So yeah,
You could do a
I don't know.
podcast.
I think I might. I might. I think that'll be awesome. Hey,
You gotta do a YouTube though, because a YouTube is like they can see you visually or whatever. I'm just saying, I feel like you can make a lot of money off of that just talking. I feel like people are definitely gonna hear you talk. So,
well, thank you. Appreciate that. I might look into it. I
well, hey
need
man,
another hustle.
We'll see. And for everybody watching, I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed. Until next time, I say what I mean what I say. Haters are gonna hate, players are gonna play. You guys holla at your boy.